So the Trump derangement syndrome knows no bounds. Let's talk about it on Azimuth Podcast. I'm your host, Barrett McNabb, and we have a video that was posted to Facebook where a bunch of Wisconsin women are screaming at Lake Michigan, lamenting and wailing that Donald Trump won the election. Let's take a quick look. Of course, we had one last female that was just had a crescendo, and she just needed to have that moment all to herself. But give me a break. Howling and screaming at the lake into the wind because your preferred candidate didn't win. Grow up. Grow up. I mean, when Donald Trump didn't win in 2020, you didn't see videos like this where people just were absolutely lamenting that their candidate lost. I mean, if you look at what Georgetown University did and set up safe spaces where college students could pretend not to be a grown-up for a little while and take naps on little pads on the floor, color, play with Legos, have soft snacks in order to cry on each other's shoulders. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, past is prologue, and it turned out that the Clinton supporters did kind of the same thing in New York City on the anniversary of Donald Trump's first victory in 2017. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at Jesse Waters interviewing some of the people in New York City as they were howling at the moon.
Let's go to some screaming from some of Juan's friends. I visited them last night in Washington Square Park.
Happy to see you.
Do you think screaming into the sky makes your side look good?
Screaming into the sky makes our side look fun.
Fun?
Yeah. It's
Funny?
fun.
How do you feel now?
Of course.
You feel better?
Somewhat.
You going to pacifier?
I'll go myself.
Did they know you were from Fox?
No. I introduced myself, and
As
most
what?
of them ran in the opposite direction.
How many were there?
Only about 30, Gutfeld. There's more media than there were screamers.
I was going to say each screamer probably had their own reporter.
That's true.
But I think that's a bad sign for Republicans because the best argument for Trump are the hysterical anti-Trump reactions. And if that's going away and everybody starts getting back to normal, you don't have that villain anymore.
Oh, no, we're keeping it alive, Gutfeld. We are definitely keeping it alive. Juan, would you like to defend Democrats on the Scream Fest?
I thought she was a wonderful screamer.
That was an amazing
That was a
scream.
great scream. I asked you, was she a professional
She could do
singer?
horror movies.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, I found the whole thing embarrassing, and
Because
I'm
you were
embarrassed
there?
for myself.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because you had to show up and cover it.
I don't think that was very cathartic for them. I think it was just too theatrical, and first of all, some of the screaming wasn't very good, and
No,
wasn't
it was a
done
little
properly.
off-key.
Did it look like they were having a little bit of fun, though?
Yes.
Yeah,
the
no, it
drum,
was,
right?
as Kimberly would say, a cathartic experience.
Yeah.
And,
There just wasn't very many of them. I sent you
No.
the article about Philly. Like 6 people showed up.
yeah, there was 3 people in Philadelphia.
There's
So the
usually more-
resistance is strong, everybody. The resistance is strong.
Yeah. So again, I remember this when this happened back in 2017, and seeing these women screaming at the Lake Michigan just brought back those memories. And so I had to go back and find that clip. But in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that grown adults should be just screaming and carrying on because and whining and sniveling because their preferred candidate didn't win, or do you think people should be stoic and a little self introspective and try and figure out what went wrong and why the Democrat messaging isn't working and resonating with the American people? I mean, this is this is absolutely just hysterical. Now, I'm going to put a picture up here as well, and in the background, while these women were screaming, apparently this is a state park, there were a large group of Trump supporters that were on a hill in the background. I'll put a circle just where they're at, and they're flying Trump flags and recording the shenanigans that are going on with the little children, or grown-ups pretending to be little children as they're throwing a temper tantrum into Lake Michigan. And so the Trump supporters were kind of jeering the Harris supporters, and I mean, there was a bit of police there to make sure that the sides didn't actually come into contact with each other. But please, I mean, this person is putting this video on Facebook. You've got women that are saying, "Is she going to run again? Because I'll vote for her again if she runs again." Look, this woman is not going to win a primary again. Let's be honest. She never won a primary. And I think in 2028, if she does decide to throw her hat into the Democrat ring, I think she's going to lose and have the exact same level of support that she did for the 2016 primary for the Democrats. Obviously, Joe Biden won that primary, but Harris dropped out before Iowa, so she never received a single primary vote. And obviously in this 2024 election, she didn't receive any primary votes. She was basically anointed. But still, this was absolutely hysterical. I saw this. These women that are screaming. We're gonna have to watch it again. Let's watch it again. Please give me a break. Again, in the comments, what do you think on whether or not this is a useful pastime for Harris supporters to continue to do over the next 4 years? Or yes, if there is somebody that is on there that says, yes, this is scientifically proven to be cathartic and will help people, fine. Leave that comment below as well, and make sure you share this video. So thanks for tuning in to Azimuth Podcast, and please stay tuned after these messages.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy our show with all the stories we share, we would love your support.
And it's as easy as clicking that subscribe or follow button. This will ensure you never miss an episode and keeps us bringing you these important stories. Your support makes a huge difference. Thank you so much for being part of our podcast family.
Thanks, and keep tuning in.